Hello, dear colleagues. My name is Mohammad Kashif, and today we are going to talk about the finding NEMO of research. I'll try to highlight that as a faculty member, why you should learn to design, draft, and publish research for internationally acclaimed journals. A brief introduction of my own self. I have been teaching, publishing, doing some editorial work, and also supervising industry as well as academic research projects. No, the basic question, if you ask me to define a university faculty member, I'll say that a university faculty member is supposed to design and deliver course contents. A university faculty member is supposed to design, conduct, and supervise the academic as well as applied research projects. And a university faculty member is supposed to perform some administrative duties. And the most important, the thing which has evolved in recent times, that a university faculty member is supposed to offer solutions to public policymakers as well as to the industry. Now, I think that all these four dimensions of a teaching job in a university highlight the need and rationale to conduct research and to learn about the research. If you will learn the research, for example, what will happen to you? You will become rich? No, I guess no. You will become popular? Again, I believe no, not much popular, but maybe popular among your students and the members of the scientific community. But if you wanted to become popular, maybe it's better to, become a celebrity or maybe a sports star or a politician. You'll become so popular that people will be talking about you all the time. So let's say, coming back to this question, if you will learn and conduct research, you can improve your teaching. You see, you should ask how your teaching will be improved. For example, if there is an article which is published by an international journal, authored by one of my friends, and I'm going to teach this article in the class. I know everything about the article, starting from the title to the references. I know everything, but I don't know the practical aspects, how people were approached, how data was collected, what were the problems researchers encountered, how they managed finances, how they managed time. But if you will do the research yourself and you teach your own research papers and case studies to the class, you will be sharing with them, the students and the participants, the other participants, maybe from the faculty, all the funny stories, all this stories which were there when you were actually conducting the research, how you approached people, what did they tell you, uh, what were the problems you encountered. So it improves your teaching. I'm not saying that once you are able to tell them the process, you improve their teaching, but you are telling them the practical aspects of research. Let's say if you publish a case study, you will definitely be able to tell the students as how you approached managers, what were the conversations, maybe a few things you can share with them, which are not hurting the privacy of the participants, of the research informants. So what I wanted to say, when you teach whatever you have published, you are a better teacher. At the same time, another thing, how you can become better teacher from research, because to publish, to design a research, to find a problem, you will be reading a lot of literature. So you will be familiar with a lot of people in your domain. Once you read their work, reading informs your teaching. Once you read, you become a better teacher. You know the concepts, their histories, and you also know the people, their backgrounds. So you have this depth as well as the diversification of knowledge. So this is first advantage, that it will improve the way you teach to the class. You are not only teaching the case study or the research articles, at the same time, you can fascinate them by telling the associated truthful stories. Now, another advantage, as I stated earlier, once you will teach your own work, it gives you a sense of accomplishment, a sense of achievement, and also a feeling of pride that yes, this is your work, published in this journal, cited by these authors, commented by these people. So in this way, I guess you will keep yourself motivated in such a challenging job such as teaching has become over the years. It grooms your personality if you will conduct research. I used to call it a PDP. It's a personality development program because you know what? Once you're doing research, you need to show flexibility. You need to rely on the results. You need to keep your imagination aside when there are results. Run the data analysis and believe in the results. So if there is something which you never planned of, that is evolving from the results, you need to accept that. So you need to be flexible. Second thing is that you need to have a vision. Once you are coming up with problems, I mean, it will define your mind how broadly, how creatively you can think of the problems associated with society, industry, and also the issues of culture and alike. And then you have a goal orientation as well. Once you are planning for research projects, you have a goal in mind that you will publish it somewhere. You will be able to maybe draw attention of the scientific community, the global scientific community, that okay, this was something which was already ignored, but you came up with some sort of discussions over this topic, which was quite ignored before. So in this way, I believe that it grooms your personality. It adds goal orientation, vision, flexibility, and also the ability to successfully manage a project. In addition to that, you will become part of a global community. So once you conduct research, you know people and people know you. And this way, it adds to your reputation. And I firmly believe in that, in fact, that as a faculty member, when you have a good reputation, the industry, the policymakers, the members of the social groups, they are looking towards you to offer them the solutions. So for a faculty member to manage the public image is also very important. And I guess it is associated with the learning and conduct of research. In addition to that, I guess that as I highlighted earlier, you will become famous among your students as well because they know that you are reading, they know you are actively doing anything all the time. You are collecting data, you are reading ABC, XYZ literature, you are attending conferences, you are providing consultancy. So this way, once your students look at you, they say, oh, my teacher, he's doing all the time, he's busy, he's doing something, right? So you earn a very good reputation among your students. These are few, I guess, the although material, but these are very important benefits that a faculty member can get when it comes to understanding and conduct of research. Now, in addition to that, the next question, why to publish in academic journals? And I came across this question time and time again, why we should publish in journals. You see, at one side, I have personal benefits, and then there are institutional benefits. Uh, Conduct of research is financially rewarding. You'll get funding for it. Sometimes your university might fund for it. In addition to that, you'll get promoted. Let's say if you wanted to seek promotion from a lecturer to a professor level, research is one of the requirements. So it will help you to gain promotion in your career. Of course, recognition among peers, they'll acknowledge your work. You have a progressive career, hopefully, and you can become part of a global community. On the other side, the institutions, what they will gain from your research, of course, their ranking will be improved. Your university, once the university will be ranked as a research university, the probability to attain public funding, funding from non-governmental organizations as well as the governments, it will be increased. And the research will also strengthen the ties between university as well as the industry. At the same time, there are additional benefits, but I would say that the thing which is like an umbrella, it is a soothing effect. Once you are identifying, when you are in research, you are identifying problems and you are offering solutions. These two activities you perform. So at one side, you are identifying the problems. On the other side, you are providing them the solutions. But we need to be very clear that research, writing, and publication are three very different things, although interrelated. Research, I mean, it is about reading the literature, it is about data collection, it is about data analysis. And when I say writing, it is the draft of the manuscript. It could be a thesis, it could be an article, it could be a book, it could be a monograph, it could be a conference paper, it could be anything. So you have to structure it accordingly. And then number three is publication, that you park your research card somewhere. Either you'll end up in publishing a book or a thesis or something like that. You know, it's a lengthy process when it comes to publications. How it's a lengthy process? First, you need to design research, approve the funding, conduct the research, then seek approvals to submit it somewhere, then submit to a journal, then wait for 6 months or let's say a year to get positive feedback. And most of the times, because articles get rejected so frequently, that I usually say that you need to keep somewhere around 2 years in mind from the start of the research to get it published somewhere in internationally acclaimed journals, not in the paid journals. So you see, it's quite a job to do. That's why it's very easy to criticize, but actually quite challenging to perform this task. No, I very briefly tried to motivate you that you should do research because it will groom your personality. It will give you certain other advantages, among others, that you can help and guide other people as well. You can motivate them. You can also encourage them by sharing your motivational stories with them. If you have any questions and comments, you are more than welcome to ask. You have my email, kashif at gift.edu.pk. I'll speak to you soon. Take very good care. Bye.